Have you ever crossed the street when you saw a flock of pigeons on the ground just over there? Or do you duck instantly, feeling a little bit of panic when you hear the sound of flapping wings behind you? If so, you need to watch this video. Hi, my name is Paul Hunter of Cork Hypnosis Clinic, and I regularly help people to overcome fears and phobias of all types, including fear of birds. If you have a fear of birds, otherwise known as ornithophobia, you'll know that other people seem to react much differently than you do. For instance, they don't scan the skies looking for birds. They're not walking to the other side of the street when they see a flock of birds on the ground in a park. They seem to be reacting as if they haven't even noticed the birds. And for you, maybe it's the flapping of the wings, or maybe it's the sight of the birds, or maybe you just feel an instant panicky feeling the moment that you see birds. No, I'm not sure exactly what type of birds you're afraid of. Maybe it's the larger ones like seagulls or crows. For some people, it's the smaller ones. For us who don't have a fear of birds, we look on and think, what are you doing? But for you, it could be where you're having a full fight or flight response. Your body is flooding with adrenaline. You feel like running away as quickly as you can. Maybe you feel a surge of panic that feels totally out of proportion, which you know logically but just can't seem to control. And of course, it's obvious if you have a fear of birds, you try to avoid them. But, similar to all fears, avoiding the thing that you fear makes your fear grow. Avoidance teaches your mind that birds are, in fact, dangerous, when logically you know they're not. And of course, this can affect all areas of your life. If you're at the seaside, you might stay in the car because you don't want to face those seagulls. If you have children, you may avoid feeding the ducks, even though the kids really want to do that. And for some people that I've met over the years here in the clinic, that's turned into a constant background anxiety, always with them, so that they're constantly on alert. But of course, the good news, in common with all other fears, is that fear of birds is a learned response. You learned it sometime earlier on in life. And whatever you learned can definitely be unlearned. Here at Cork Hypnosis Clinic, I use a combination of hypnotherapy, NLP, and CBT to help you reduce and hopefully eliminate completely that fear of birds. Hypnotherapy helps by accessing that part of your subconscious mind where you store the fear, and then gently changing that response. NLP helps you to change how you represent birds inside your mind, those sounds and pictures and feelings that make up the fear of birds, and we change that into something much nicer. And of course, CBT gives you the tools to instantly challenge those negative thoughts that used to start that pattern of fear, and change those thoughts into something more positive and something that helps you in this situation to feel more confident. By coming to therapy, the goal is not to make you love birds. Although the funny thing is that some people with fear of birds do actually end up loving birds. The real goal is, of course, freedom. Freedom to feed the ducks or accompany children who want to feed the ducks. Freedom to get out of the car at the seaside. Freedom to think of other things, talk about other things instead of scanning the sky constantly. So if you're tired of your fear of birds and you've just had enough, and you wanted to change, well, why not click on that link just below this page on YouTube? And that'll take you to the Fear of Birds page on my website, where you'll find more information, more resources, and ways in which to contact me to schedule an appointment if you wish.